Why in the world, Mrs. Frankman, are we learning about waves? Why, oh why would we learn about waves? Anybody have any ideas? It is part of erosion, but we're moving away from erosion now. We're talking about plate tectonics, earthquakes, and volcanoes. Absolutely. We use the waves that travel through the earth following an earthquake to understand the structure of the earth and to understand how significant those earthquakes were. They're called seismic waves. How many of you have heard of those before? Seismic waves. All right. And Bill Nye talked about them not in this last movie, but the movie before. And these seismic waves travel all the way through Earth to the other side of Earth. So there was an earthquake here in Twinsburg, Ohio. Seismic recorders in China could measure that. It's a crazy thought, but it's true. Okay? So we need to learn a little bit about waves before we can learn more specifically about seismic waves next week. By definition, a wave is just a traveling disturbance that carries energy. So you have a wave that travels through water. It's just a disturbance. That movement of that water, it's showing you the energy as it's passing through the water. Some waves have to travel through a medium. And a medium is just the material that the wave is moving through. For instance, in the first picture here, you can see the wave is traveling through the water. Water would be the medium. How about my voice? What is the medium my voice is traveling through, Charles? Oh. What is it? Air. Yeah, just the air in this room. Okay? Seismic waves from earthquakes, they travel through the earth itself, through the ground. And the ground is the medium. So that's the matter that a wave moves through. The first kind of wave is not like an ocean wave. It's like a slinky wave. If I take a slinky and I kind of move my arm back and forth, and that energy from my arm movement travels through the wave, it's called a longitudinal or a compressional wave. And it's a disturbance that moves the medium particles back and forth, parallel to the direction of the wave. So if this is my particle here, just one little molecule of my slinky, that molecule is going to move back and forth. And this is the motion of my wave. And you can see it's parallel. The motion of my medium is parallel to the motion of my wave. Yes? Can I show you the next animation first? Here's an animation showing you a longitudinal wave. Okay? So Tara, if you watch just that one particle, see how it's coming back and forth? So my particle is moving back and forth. Oh, why did it stop? It's moving back and forth, and my wave is coming towards me. Either way, it can go either direction. That's less important.
I don't know, it makes me dizzy.
Okay, then don't stare at it. Yes, Nathan?
During this wave, they wrap the little black things run into each other.
Yes. Okay. Now the other waves are like the good old-fashioned ocean waves. How many of you have been lucky enough to go to the ocean? Okay? And if you get in the ocean and you're out beyond where the waves are breaking, and a big wave comes, what happens to your body? You go up, and then what do? You come down. And then the next wave comes by, and what happens to you? You go up, and you come back down. And the wave keeps moving towards shore. So that's what happens in a transverse wave. If this is my particle, I'm going to go up and down, but my wave is moving in this direction. You see it's perpendicular, or it's at a right angle to the direction of the wave. Yeah.
Do waves like bounce off each other, or do they both pass through?
Oh, sometimes when you have two different waves interacting, sometimes the energy of the wave is added, and so you get a wave that's twice as tall, but sometimes they cancel each other out. Oh!
Good afternoon, Harvard Middle School. Here are the announcements for this Friday afternoon. 8th grade baseball practice will be after school today. Meet in the locker room.
Take a look at Stop. Sit down.
The Scholastic Book Fair is next week, Monday through Thursday. You can also donate a used fiction or nonfiction book and get a chance to win a new one. Let's make sure that we are notifying parents, and we are taking an active look at our book fair this year, you guys. This is something new that we're doing with our donating old books. So if there's some sort of book sitting around your house that you're not using anymore, you know that some of your peers, fellow students would like to read, please bring it in and donate to the book fair and give yourself a chance